All right, so let's try this again. Um, real life, you can see I have my baby monitor here. Kid woke up, so had to pivot there, but we're back. So I am just finding a 3x4 card for that open space that I have. And I'm going to go with this one that says Precious. Put those there. Okay. So I'm going with Precious because these are pictures of my daughter's first ballet class. And it was truly precious, along with a picture of her at church. And then a picture that she drew for her Sunday school teacher, which I thought was just the sweetest thing. She was telling her Sunday school teacher basically what a great attitude she had. Her name is Miss Cat. She said, Miss Cat, you're just always so happy. She said, even when it's raining rotten potatoes on you and there's a rotten river, you're just still so happy. And I absolutely loved that. I thought it was so sweet. I had to take a picture of it to document it. But yeah, so moving along, let's see, I've got that done. And then I'm going to need, let's see, 2 4x6s. And I think I like this one. I'm trying to take the thinking out of it, like, as in, okay, once you find something you like, just move along. But again, since this collection is so new to me, I don't know if I said that previously, but the layout that I did last night was the first layout that I have done with this collection. So I'm still just kind of trying to fill it out. I know it is an older collection, but I got it in a D-stash and it's essentially just set there. I know I'm like a broken record when I talk about it, but the True Colors and the Noteworthy collections are my favorite collections. And so, if it's not those, like, I don't want them. I am, yes, hard to get away from. Okay, so I have decided that I'm going to swap out this one for this one. Just think it goes better for what I'm going for. And then I'm going to get the paper out of the way. Does anybody else scrap like super chaotically? Are you just all over the place, or is everyone more tidy than me? Okay, and I really like, let's see, I'm thinking for this, I'm going to go with this title that says Blessed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. I'm also going to try to find a journal card so I can tell that story as well. So that is going to go there. And then we're going to be done with these titles. So I'm also going to move these out of the way. Okay, and then going into my journal cards. Let's see what we have. I think these are mostly untouched. So let's see. This was the first one that stood out to me. And I don't think that it's cutting off anything important. But I also don't like having everything cut off. So we need Maybe something like that. Okay, that's what I'm thinking for that card.
Does anybody still use these? These came in the D-Stash kit. But, so my fear is, and tell me if I'm completely unjustified in this, I remember when these first got like really, really popular, and I could be completely making the timeline on this up, but I just remember there being people that talked about this metal rusting and then it creating rust spots on their layouts. So I have literally never used the flare, even though I know it is super duper popular, which now that I'm thinking about it, I use like these brads and I've never had a problem with rusting. So I wonder why these would be any different. If you guys know, let me know in the comments if you use flare and if you've ever had an issue with it rusting. I live in Kentucky. I don't think that we live in a very, I mean, it's definitely humid, but not like Florida humid. I would say we are moderate. But yeah, now I'm curious to whether or not those are safe to use. Let's see. I like this camera, but I don't particularly like using chipboard on my Project Life. I'm going to be honest with you. These sticker sheets and the sticker books are my go-to every single time for Project Life. Very rarely do I even use the ephemera. It's just because I just find stickers easier to use on Project Life. So I think what I'm going to go with, so I'm so annoyed with myself. I have another page that's sitting over here that I skipped over because it has ice cream cones in it. And then now they're eating frozen yogurt in this one too. I have Chamel's Reason to Smile on the way, and it has tons of ice cream cones in it. So now anytime I'm seeing ice cream, I'm like, oh man, if only I had that Chamel collection. I guess I just have a one-track mind sometimes. So I think I'm not seeing anything here that's standing out to me. So I'm going to skip over to the sticker book and see what we're working with here.
Let's see. I like this vintage soul. Trying to not overthink it. But again, it's just so easy to do. Okay. So I'm going to go with this vintage soul. I think I'm going to put that up there, but I'm going to put some washi behind it. What color are we going to go with? I think I'm going to go with this one. It had too much of a pointy end on it, more than what I wanted. So I'm going with this, and then I think I'm going to layer some, well, I didn't even take that one out of the pocket, so give me just a moment. Okay. So I'm going to pull this down here just so it's easier. Hopefully I don't get my head too much in the frame. And then I think I'm going to take a pink washi to layer with that. Actually, you know what I want? I want this gold heart washi. Vintage soul. Okay, I don't think that one's done, but I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this journaling done. Not ideal spacing on that, but we're going to go with it. So every time I use my ATG, I think about all the problems that that Inky Quill has with hers, which makes me laugh because I've had my ATG. It's probably one of the first like big purchases I made whenever I started scrapbooking. And I say that because when I started scrapbooking, y'all, I was so broke. Like, broke isn't even, I mean, I don't even know how else to put it. Like, I was just broke. And spending $40 on something for scrapbooking was just obscene, to be frank with you. Um, so the fact that I still have it all these years later, and it's been good to me, I should say. No issues, which thank God, because I go through a lot of tape. I just recently bought the precision tip for this. I think I just put it on there last night actually, and so far so good. I like that I don't accidentally squeeze out a ton of glue onto something. So that's good. Oops, I accidentally covered up some of the journaling, but I think they'll get the point. Sorry if I don't think my head keeps going in frame, but you never know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I think, do we want to go sequins? I think I'm gonna add some sequins. I have these from the Magical Mixery store. I don't even know if they're still around. I have so many sequins, you all. Like, I know I'm not the only one, but like when something you love comes out and then you just buy all of it. I have bought so much sequins from Rachel Tallman's shop, from the Magical Mixery store. It just got to a point where I was like, okay, no more until we use what we have. Like, this is getting out of hand. So I'm just gonna put some dots of glue, and I think I'm gonna use a mixture of sequins and stars. And then I got my little pick here to help me out. Let's see, what do we have? And let's go with a heart. Throw in a star over here. Star up here at the top. And then some sequins to fill in everywhere else. Well, I thought there was some purple in here and I really wanted the purple, but now I'm not seeing it. That is okay. Just got one more, and I think I'm gonna go with the sequins. Nope, I'm gonna go yellow. Oh, whoops. Oh no, okay. Okay, I think it has like too much gum on it. There we go. That seems more manageable. Okay, so that card, I'm gonna call that one done. Don't know what we're doing for that one. This card I'm gonna call done after I add some sequins to it. I'm gonna go one down here. Oh no, I've glued and flipped my sequins. Does anybody watch real-time videos anymore? I think that is going to be the true test here. Because I honestly can't tell you the last time that I watched a real-time video. I don't want to say my patience is too thin, but I think my patience might be too thin. I'm going to move these down here because I'm going to go ahead and decorate this card while I have it. I think we're just going to do a couple little small sequins bits. Go with this yellow, and then I'm going to do this pink here, and then I'm going to do maybe this clear pink here, just to give it a little something, something. That way it's not just a plain card. Okay, so we're going to call these 3 done, and then this makes me laugh every time I see it. My son wearing a Santa hat. He's got some juice in a cup and a single glove. And in this one, he's wearing a sock. He has a cracker. And then he's wearing like Mirabelle glasses. Just goofy. Goofy. Always doing something silly. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to this sheet, and I think I'm gonna do a camera for this page, and I'm gonna go do this neon green camera, and then I think I'm just gonna do a label sticker and some words on this one. So what kind of washi are we thinking? I don't know. Let's see. I know you can't see, but I'm just digging through my washi stash here. I'm thinking I'm gonna go pink, and then maybe this. Okay. So I've also been thinking, I know part of the draw, so I have like a really old, I think their create room now. I have a really old desk from them that I got. It was also such a big purchase for me years and years ago. I would say I've had this desk for at least 15 years. I actually got it on Wayfair. But anyway, one of the big draws of it was the fact that it has a clear top. But I'm going to be honest with you, it drives me bananas. The fact that you can see through it. It feels messier than it is. Like, I think my drawers are pretty well organized, but if you look at this, they do not appear so. So yeah, I've been thinking about getting like a one of those big giant mats. I don't even know who makes them anymore. I know Heidi Swapp used to make like the teal colored one that everybody had. And then I know like Tim Holtz has like the glass mat. But I'm thinking like an actual, like a mixed media type mat. Not necessarily the ones that Tim Holtz does. So we're going to put that camera down there. I'm also going to do some sequins. Let's do 1, 2, and then 3, and then maybe 1 down here. I think I'm going to do a mix, actually. Let's see, what do we got? Use this big fat heart. I'm going to do that there. At the end. And then we're going to do sequins for the rest of it. No, that one's too big. Pink. And then I'm going to do a teal, minty. Okay, That bad boy's not wanting to stick, so I'm just going to put these nails are sometimes the bane of my existence. Okay, and then one more. What color are we going to go with? I think we're just going to do white. Okay, and then I might throw in some letters. Does this have? Yes, it does. For some reason, for a second, I thought it didn't have letter stickers in the sticker book. Let's see, we've already got Vintage Soul. We have So Precious, Cute. Yes, Please, A Lovely Time. Okay, I think I'm going to go with A Lovely Time for... Nope, I'm going to go with This Is Delightful for the frozen yogurt. And then I'm going to put this one that says Cute. I'm going to put this over here with the camera. Where am I going to put that? We're just going to go there. Okay, This Is Delightful. Probably going to go down there. Also going to go with some washi. But this time I think I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with this washi from... I don't remember. It's either... I think it's Doodlebug. Doodlebug or Bella Boulevard, but it's just a little scallop washi. Let's do that. Bring it down here so I can see it. And I'm going to put the scallops facing up. This is Delightful. And let's see, I'm just going to do one there. And then I think I'm going to do two over at this side. And then I'm also going to put three over in that corner, just to so that card is not completely plain. So let's do that one. I'm going to go with a yellow. What is happening? Okay, there we go. And then let's see. Maybe this guy down in the corner too. I'm going to throw in a heart. I'm so used to listening to stuff while I'm scrapbooking that it just feels eerily silent in my house. You know, with two young kids always running around. My husband is incredibly loud himself. So my house is always just so loud. So for there to not be any noise and just me talking to myself is very, very strange. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put these in their pockets so I can get my last two out. And now I'm annoyed that I don't have anything in that pocket or in that corner. So once I get all this finished, if that's still bothering me, I'm gonna add something to that one. So we will see there. Okay. This one, I'm trying to get all these back in the pocket without dumping my sequins mix right there. Oh, I didn't realize this one wasn't in the pocket either. This little gap here is bothering me. Ooh. I'm probably going to be bothered, but I didn't finish my sentence there. I'm probably going to be bothered that I didn't do this on the other cards, but I just got the urge to do a bit more on that one. So I added some acrylic. I think I'm going to add just like one little star or something right here. Heart. Something. Well. Let's see. Let's just add. No. Okay, I don't know. That was just looking plain and it was bothering me. So I'm going to move this to the side and get these last two cards out, last two pictures out. And I know I want a journal card because I want to talk about this being Hazel's first class. Let's see, put that back. I think we can go with something simple. I don't think it needs to be a giant drawn out situation, but I really like this like chartreuse color that they have. If you want to put it on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this one easy. Probably just put no, I was going to use that homesicker since we were home there, but I just don't like it because there's no other black. I do like memories. Let's see. I'm going to go with this one that says Precious. Actually, do I want that one or do I want, yeah. Yeah, we're going to do Precious, and then I'm going to do some washi tape behind it up in this top corner. I'm probably going to go with this pink washi tape here. Actually, I think I'm going to go with this. We'll see how this works out. I think it'll be a little bit more muted on the photo. Okay, that works for me. And then I'm going to add some sequins and some stars and be done with that. I think we're going to go one here. And then two over here. And then 1, 2, 3. Did I use, okay, I was trying to see, I didn't think I did. I was thinking for some reason that I had used enamel dots somewhere and I didn't want to forget to keep repeating that. So at this point I'm just kind of grabbing sequins, not paying attention to, I'm gonna throw a gold one in there. Since I don't have any stars there, gold one there. Come on, buddy. Okay, and then let's do a teal one over in this corner. And then I want a yellow one. Okay, so I think I'm going to call those two done. And then that leaves this one down here. And I'm actually going to pour my sequins back. And hopefully just grab a few out when I need them. This wasn't anything specific. I think this was just Hazel in a new dress at church and she was excited to show it off, which sounds exactly like my girl. She wears dresses all the time. That is all she will wear. It's what she loves. And I am okay with that. So I wish this sticker book had a flower page in it. I'm kind of shocked that it doesn't. So I think we're going to go with this down here that says sweet. Oh, it's a whole, okay. I was thinking it was, I guess I could cut it, but no, I don't want to. Let's see, nothing there matches. Don't want to add another circle. I think what I'm going to do is just do a sticker cluster. Or a sticker cluster, wow. A flower cluster. I think I'm going to take now I'm looking for a suitcase in here, so I don't have to take my only suitcase out of there. Okay, here's a small suitcase stack. I think I'm going to use this small suitcase stack and then I'm going to use a small flower cluster behind it and call it a day. Maybe. We shall see. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay, and then we're going to do well, I'm finding these stickers or this collection incredibly hard to use. Do I want... I think I'm going to put this right there. And then I saw these. I'm going to use these photo corners. And I think I'm going to go with these pink ones. I wish I had my tweezers. Yeah. I will make it work. It's not perfect, but it's done. Well, and so I'm just going to obviously just do these in the 3 corners that are showing. And then this last one. Okay, yeah, I like that. I think I'm good with that. And then I'm going to pop on some sequins and stars. And then finally, we are going to be done. There's that one, and then I think I'm going to put 2 down here. Let's see, what do we want? I know I want, no, that one's too big. I want a small star right there. And then I'm going to dip back into my sequins and just grab out 2 of them. There we go. I'm going to go with that big guy. And then I'm going to put this small pink one right there. Okay. Perfect. Put all of these back. All right, so we are calling this done. Here we go. Like I said, this bothers me, so I think I am going to go back, but I'm just going to add some sequins to that. Nothing major. There's that one. And last but not least, is there a glare everywhere? There we go. So that is it. So I think in total, that took me about 45-ish minutes. Not too bad. I think it would have went a lot faster if I was using a collection that I was familiar and comfortable with. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to do more of these videos and not necessarily worry about editing them. And we'll see how they do. But bye y'all, and thanks for watching.